Hey folks, JD here, and today I want to talk a little bit about BBC's news, the BBC News article about AI and music. This was published on the 13th of February 2023. If you want to read the article, if you haven't seen it, it's in the description of this particular video. So on the 13th of February, BBC interviewed David Guetta, and he's the very well-known French DJ. And he goes on to say that he thinks the future of music is in AI. And then he went on to create an AI-created track with an AI recreated version or an AI-created version of Eminem. And then put the two together, put his track and his AI-created Eminem into one track, and then played it live. It looks like, from the video on the BBC website, it looks like he was playing in a stadium. He was playing to thousands of people, and everybody there seemed to really enjoy it. What's really interesting is you can hear that it's Eminem, but it's not Eminem because it's an AI recreation of Eminem. But to all intents and purposes, it sounds like Eminem, which opens up other doors, then, doesn't it? Which is, should people be creating other people? Should people be taking other people's likenesses, whether it is their likeness or whether it's their likeness, i.e., their voice? As David Guetta has done here with Eminem. Now, he does go on to say that he's not going to release this track publicly, and at the time of this particular article going out the 13th of February, Eminem has not yet responded to that track. I don't know if he has since. I have had a quick look. I haven't been able to see anything. There's lots to talk about, and we could talk about this for days, for weeks, I'm sure. But essentially, what do you think about AI and music? So, when I first saw this article, I shared it onto the Deaf Pigeon Facebook page, and I said that I think I see it making an immediate bump, but ultimately it won't replace musicians. A lot like laptops didn't replace musicians. When I started playing guitar in the late 90s, I was told, oh mate, in a few years you're not going to need that. It's all going to be computerised. You're just going to basically go on stage, tap a few buttons, job done. And that hasn't happened. Not to the extent of nobody playing. The music industry, as in the instrument industry, is still as big as it has been for years, and people are still interested in playing. A lot of my friends' kids who are now old enough have all picked up instruments and have started to play, and I find that really reassuring. And I don't think AI is going to change that. I think what AI will do, like what David Guetta has done, is take a track made by AI, take somebody's voice or create an artificially created unknown person, whack them both together and see what you get. It is interesting. I don't think we should be scared about it. I think we should embrace technology, but at the same time I think it's very much down to the individual musician as to whether or not they want to use that in their music. Okay, there's a lot of things to talk about. Should they? Is there going to be a track that you've written and then AI working through its computations, is it going to then create a track which sounds a lot like the track that you've created? Don't know. I think only time will tell. But ultimately, the thing that stands out for me is AI, or the thing about music that I love, is I love hearing people's emotion going into music. Whether it is heartache, whether it is love, whether it is hate, whatever it is. I love hearing somebody's struggle. I love hearing somebody's life experiences in that music. And you're not going to get that with AI, because essentially, yes, AI is growing from nothing, but it's not going to have the human experience. And I think that's going to be missed. And yes, it can talk about heartache, it can talk about pain, but it'll never understand it. And it'll never be able to go through it to the same extent that we as humans have gone through it. Now, again, you could sort of splinter off here and say, does AI or will AI have its own type of pain? That's something I guess we're going to have to wait to find out. I don't know at this particular stage. But certainly it's not going to have the human condition. And I think that is a very, very, very big fundamental point of music. What do you think, though? I'm really interested to find out what a lot of people think about this, whether you're an artist, whether you're a musician, whether you're not. I think it's really fascinating. I think it opens a lot of doors, and I think it's going to divide people. And also I think that it's going to fall down as quickly as it's risen, possibly. A lot of these things come out of nowhere, and we've seen the music scene change irrevocably over the past 20 years. But ultimately, music is still here, and music is still loved by everybody. Okay, whether or not people actually respected as much as it should be. That's, again, another conversation. But music is still a very big part of my life, and it always will be. And I think it's a very big part of a lot of people's lives. And I don't think AI is going to kill that, and I don't think it's going to kill the musician. But it's interesting, very interesting. What do you think? Let me know in the description, in the comments rather. Hit me up and see what I'm interested to hear everybody's point of view. Whether you think it's a great idea, it's a bad idea, why? Go into let me know. Be interesting anyway. All right, folks. That's me waffling on enough for today. I think I'm going to get back to it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.